Hello everyone, I am Roshan Kumar. Today I will be explaining my first digital signal processing lab report experiment number 1. So topic is MATLAB basics. So our first question is create a simple vector with 10 elements. So this will be our syntax, and in our syntax we can see that before differentiating two elements we are using one gap, or we can use comma also. So this is our result. 1:10 matrix has been created. After that, second question, add 3 to each element of a matrix. So a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is our matrix. So after adding 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 3 plus 2, 5, and similarly this one is our output matrix. After that, create a 5:5 matrix using semicolon. So there nothing more. We have to write just a longer line code, and we are using column to differentiate between rows. And we are writing 5 elements in first row, and similarly 5 times. So 5 cross 5 matrix has been created, and this one is our output. After that, transpose of a matrix. Let's suppose this one is a matrix, so we have to write just y is equal to x dash. So this one has been transposed. 1, 2, 3 was there, and that has now come this side, 1, 2, 3, and similarly others, and this one is our output matrix. So multiply two matrices x and y. So x is equal to this and y is equal to this. So in this one we have to see that 3 cross 2 cross 3 number of columns in x should match with number of rows in y. So here it is first one is 2 cross 3 and then 3 cross 2. So overall 3 cancel and 2 cross 2 matrix is remaining. So this one is our output matrix. After that, corresponding element multiplication. So we have to just write a dot in front of that star. So it will be correspondingly multiplied. 1 into 1 1, 3 is to 2 6, 4 is to 5 20, and similarly other things. After that, in this one we have to get all the elements in the fourth row, and after that we should convert that matrix in column matrix. So here I am extracting that fourth row element, all the fourth row element, and after that I am using transpose this dash one. So this one is our output matrix. That one 4, this 5, 6, 7, 8. In this one we have to get all the elements from mth column to nth column. So we are extracting all the element, all rows. This one is represent for all rows, and this one for columns from 2 to 5. So this one is our matrix. This means this line is second row of this original matrix, and similarly other things. After that, creating sub matrix. So in sub matrix also very similarly we can specify our indexing, that from which row to which row, and which column to which column. So here I am using 2 to 3, 2 is to 2 to 3, 2 to 3. So I am getting that 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 8, 9. After a deletion of row or column from a matrix. So let this one might be the matrix. For deleting, we have to just extract that particular row or column and make it equal to null on empty matrix. So after deleting second row, this one is our output matrix, and after deleting column, this one 3, 9 from this one, third column, this one is our output 1, 2, 7, 8. Now second question. In second question we have to explore about graph, save, read, these type of things. So in first one we are generating some elementary functions and plotting it. So this one is sims x. Sims is used for symbolic variable, and these are my functions. Let me explain first one, unit impulse function. So unit impulse of x is equal to piecewise. In piecewise we have to write output according to some conditions. So x less than 0 is equal to 0, and at x is equal to 0 it is equal to 1, and for x greater than 0 it is again equal to 0. And similarly we can explain other things also, and after that we have to plot everything. So first I am taking a vector a is equal to -5 to +5, and incrementation is from incrementation 0.01. So we are using subplot here. Means first figure is representing that start of figure, and after that subplot means subplot is used to when we have to plot more than one graphs on a single figure, then we use subplot, and this one represents for row and this one column, and this one is first element of that matrix means. And here we are plotting a comma unit impulse of a means similar to x and x plot x comma y, and after that grid on. Grid on is for making grid at that graph plot. Axis tight. Axis tight is used for making our graph bounded to the given input means given x or x and y for which we are plotting. And axis tight will also make all the grid in the same level. That I will explain some in when I will be explaining the output. And x level, this one is x level for x level, time, y level, displacement, title, unit impulse, and this one is legend. So I will be explaining all these things. So these are all codes. So this one is unit impulse and this one is unit SSD, and every other and all other elementary functions. So this one is legend, and this one is x-axis, this one is y-axis, and title, and this one is grid. And axis tight means this line, and this line. All the three lines will be in same means on the same level. And when we use a stem instead of plot, then it will be in discrete value, and this is our output. And after that we will explore save, load, excel read, excel write, these type of things. So first one is this rand function is generating 1:2 matrix and storing into A. So save is used to save some file made from some variable currently in current folder. So here one file is created and it is being saved. And after that load is for loading that variable again to our workspace from that file. So we have done that. In second one, again save, it does just dot mat. Here it is dot mat, here it is dot text, here it is just dot xls, and here we are using xls write. In this one means in this one this variable is being written in that file, and after that in this variable that those variables are being read and put into and store in this variable. So this one is our output. And similarly other things. And bin open is used in this one. Bin open is used to open a notepad file or any means other file. Here it is notepad file. So that file will be opened and we can see our data inputs data in that file. So here it was written that view the content, so I have used that one. After that similarly one structure has been made, and again it is saved using similar things. After that here means first some file has been made, and after that means again some variable is being added to that file. So we are using at append. Here it means this line is appending that C to that previous file. And now read cell, write cell. This is very much similar to similar only, means in write cell we are creating that file, and in read cell we are extracting the data from that files. And similarly write matrix and read matrix. Here also in write matrix we are making one file x.xls, and in that one we are writing this matrix, and after that we are read matrix is used to read that data, those data. And here audio read and audio read command is music.mp3 file has been saved in that current folder, and after that we have to read that data from that folder. So we are using audio read, and after that this sound of y fs in this one sound is being played, and fs here represent for sampling rate. After that writing expressions. So we have to write some expressions in MATLAB. So here we are using quadratic equation, a is equal to 1, b equal to -3, and c equal to 2. So we can use this one, yx is equal to this one, and we should find the root. So root 1 will be nothing but minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. So from that formula just I have calculated root 1 and root 2. After that we should plot that graph, x square plus 0.5x plus 2. So again similar things, x is equal to we should take x is equal to some vector, and after that we have to write expressions y is equal to that one. And here just one important thing is that we should write this dot in front of every x element, so that y will also become a vector. And after that just plot x comma y, and these things I have explained earlier also. And after that this is the result. This one is the plot of that quadratic equation, above given quadratic equation. And after that here we should use many MATLAB commands used on some matrix or something. So first one is replm. In replm it is similar to repeating some already present elements. So first one, let me explain first one, vector elements. So here it is a is equal to 1 2 3 and b is equal to this one. So 1 will be repeated 2 times, 2 will be 2 times, and 3 will be 3 times. These type of things. Output will be this thing. And similarly other things we can explain depending on our output. This one is there. And after that repmat is similar to previous one only, but here it is not repeating that 1 is 1 1 and this type. This whole things is being repeated. So these 2 represents two row, and this 3 represents for 3 column, that this one column again, and this one column, and this 1 2 and 3. So these type of things repmat do. And after that identity matrix. So a equal to I will just generate one identity matrix. So here this is our output. In zeros just we will give dimension, it will generate a matrix of all elements equal to 0. Here it is ones, so a matrix will be generated all equal to 1, all value equal to 1. Rand will be used to generate some a matrix of a specified size, but with a element as some random numbers, and that will be between 0 to 1 by default. So here we can see that some random numbers are being generated, and a matrix size is 2 cross 3. After that reshape means first suppose one vector is given, and after that we should convert into some matrix. So here it one matrix 1 cross 6 vector is there, and we will convert this one into 2 cross 3. So we are using reshape. So here we can see that 2 cross 3 matrix is been made. And similarly other things can also be explained. After that cat means concatenating arrays or some matrix. So here suppose this one is an array, a is equal to 1 2 3 4 and b equal to 5 6 7 8. So we are concatenating that 1 2 3 4 is here a matrix, and this one is b matrix, and this whole is a c matrix. We can use Horge cat or Vert cat. Means in Horge cat we will concatenating horizontally, this one horizontally with this one, and in Vert cat this one will be vertically downward in this one. Previously this was here and now it is here. And Diag. In Diag there are two types. First one is creating a diagonal matrix. So this one is a vector, just 1 2 3, a column vector, and after that b is equal to diag of a. So this one is our output, means here we are generating that diagonal matrix. And in second case we are given some matrix and we have to extract its principal diagonal elements. So we can use that Diag. So it will give this one 1 5 9. Block Diag is similar to means concatenating two matrix only, but it is something like concatenating in principal axis, along principal axis. So this one is first, this one a matrix, and this one is our b matrix. So we are concatenating diagonally, and after that put all elements remaining as 0. So this one is our output. After that flip r just flips right to left. That one means first one is original was 1 2 3, so it will become 1 2 3 from this side. Flip up down, this one is similar, just up and down. previously it was left right. Rotate 90 counterclockwise, so it will be rotating our original matrix 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. So this is our trial. It will make our given matrix as a lower triangular matrix. So this is our matrix. This will make in this one these all will be 0, and similarly upper triangular matrix, in this one downward elements will be 0, means downward to that principal diagonal. After that permute, in permute dimension is being changed, means we can change dimensions. So first one is 2 cross 3, so we can make it a 3 cross 2. So here we can see that output 3 cross 2. If we use 2, 1, that means first dimension is goes to second dimension, and second dimension comes to first dimension. So this one is 3 cross 2. Circular shift, in circular shift we will circularly shift, means here we are shifting 2 times, so it will one will go to here. So 1 2 3 4 and again 5 6 in circularly shift. Length will give largest array dimension. So here its size is 2 cross 3, so means largest is 3, so output will be 3. After that size will be size of some matrix. So here is 2 cross 3, so 2 cross 3. N dimensions means number of dimensions. Here I have used 4 dimensions, so answer is 4. Numeral means give total array elements. So here it is a 2 cross 3 cross 2, so total 2 means total 12. Multiply these 3 things, so output is 12. Is empty, just to check some matrix is empty or not. A is equal to this one, and B is equal to this is empty of A. So B is logically 0, means it is not empty. In second case it is empty, so it is giving 1. After that loops. In loops, first one while loops. So in while loop we can see that first I is initialized I is equal to 1, and after that I plus plus. So this will after running whole while loop, this will run till I is equal to 9, and after that if I is equal to 10, then this condition will be invalid, so loop will be broken. So I will be 10, at I equal to 10 it will be break, so I is equal to 10. Similarly for loop, in for loop it will run 10 times, so I am starting from 0, so after 10 times it will become 10, because we are every time being plus 1, so sum is equal to 10. After that nested loop. So in nested loop we can nest some loop inside some other loop. So here I have nested that thing. So this one is running 10 times, and this one again 5 times each. So 10 into 50, 10 into 5, 50. So our output here is 50. And now continue. In continue what will happen, that all the statements after that continue, it will not execute. Suppose means in here we can see that I is equal to 2 3 4, and similarly if I is equal to 5, then it will be continued, means these things will not be executed, and it will go to next iteration. So I equal to 6, so after that same thing I equal to 6 7 8 9 10, and after that break. At break means if we can write some condition inside the loop, and for breaking that loop for that condition only. Here actually if we do not write this break, then it will run till I is equal to 10. But here if I have written I is equal to, if I equal to 5, then only break. So we can see that loop is breaking at I is equal to 5. And now last one, decision making. So if else type of statements. So here first one is if statement. So if x is equal to 4, we can see that x is equal to 4, so condition means it will go inside, so this will be displayed, condition true. Here if else statement. Here x is equal to 3 means, but so if x is equal to 4, so x is equal to 3, so this is not true, so it will go to else, so this will be displayed, condition false. And after that if else means we can use if x is equal to 4, then display this. Other if it is not true, then go to check next one at that if it is x is equal to 3, then this. And similarly we can extend this as much as required, but here I have done just one time else if. So here else, so here x is equal to 2, this is not equal to 4, this is not equal to 3, so this will go to this, and this is printed, x is neither 3 or nor 4. The nested if statement, we can nest if statement. So if x is equal to 1, and then it will go to inside. If y equal to 1, then again it will go to inside. Here both the conditions are true, so this will be displayed. So both x and y equal to 1. After that, switch statement. Switch statement is something like that, switch x, and it will check that what is the value of x. Here it is x is equal to 1, so it will go to case 1, and in case 1 we are writing display value is 1, so value is 1, this will be displayed, these things. And after that, nested switch statement means we can nest switch statement as similar that for loop or while loop, any other thing. So here I have written x is equal to 1 and y equal to 1. So first one, it will check for x is equal to 1, so it will go to case 1. After that, after going inside case 1, it will check switch y, means y equal to 1, here y equal to 1, so it will go to inside case 1. And now in case 1 it is written that display x is equal to 1 and y equal to 1, means this thing will be displayed. So here output is x is equal to 1 and y equal to 1. That's all. Thank you.